crafty friends. This is the Papered Chef here. I was just gathering up some supplies. I want to follow up with my last video where I explained our sample starter kit and just craft with it. Let's see what we can make with all of these items. Except I might have to use a bigger stamping block. And I did grab out these, like one more color of blends. And depending on which animal you want, we might get some more blends. All right, so let me start with this. The starter kit special is the lowest I've ever seen it. It's Stampin' Up. And before I share all this with you, it's easier just to show you this. You can get all of these things right now. You can get up to $125 worth of items. And you can get them all for only $64.35. So let's just go back to the side and show you what you would get. Even though I just did it on the other video, I'm going to do it quicker here. So you could get this trimmer. What we're going to do is get the trimmer back to normal. We're going to say, we're going to keep the blade on there, and I'm going to take this out because I don't need two blades in there. And your trimmer is your Stampin' Up! Trimmer is also a way, it also scores. So you get a scoring tool, the little, see it doesn't, this one doesn't have a blade on it, a scoring tool and a blade, so we can make the card bases and everything we need with the Stampin' Trimmer. Everyone needs one of these, and I suggest putting in your starter kit. You need Festive and Fun. I mean, because it's such a cute stamp set. You can get anything you want in your starter kit. I'm just giving you examples. We're going to use this because it's this month's Card on Blue Card Club. It's the feature for this month, and I just thought it'd be fun to make another sample. I'll show you the sample I already have, too. Okay, Memento Black ink, because we're going to color with Stampin' Blends, so it's good to color with Memento Black ink. You can get Real Red blends. I have a new pack I just bought. Let's open them up. Brand new pack of Real Red blends. Okay. Old Olive blends. These are good Christmassy colors. And then I thought Pool Party would be fun too, because it's light and it's good for snow and for coloring gifts. Basic white cardstock 12 by 12. You get this whole pack. I already have one that's open. I got stuff sticking all over me. So this is what it looks like. And we are out of the regular size. That's why I say get the 12 by 12. Now don't get the thick cardstock. This is just going to be for layering. And I mean the regular one, not the thick, because we also make a thick one, but this one is just a regular 12 by 12. And then Seal Plus adhesive, you need some of that. And then you're going to have almost everything you need to make cards. Let's see, here's the Seal Plus adhesive. And a clear block D, it depends on what we're going to make. We might need a bigger clear block tonight. And then I'm just selected something from clearance, white 3/4 frayed ribbon, because it's on clearance. You can pick anything you want. Just pick something from clearance and make your total come up to. Here's the item numbers. Take a screenshot if you like. I'll put this in the description of the video later tonight. I added up all these numbers in my spreadsheet, and I hope I got the price right for that, because I was originally going to put the kit. There was this like another kit. So let's see. Janet, will you check the price of that? Because I hope I didn't mess this up. Anyway, here's what I did. And it came up to $124.50. If this was more, then you just take off one of these items down here. The idea is our starter kit used to be it's always $99 when there's a special. But because it's our 35th anniversary of Stampin' Up, we've been around 35 years, they are giving 35% off the starter kit. So this is the lowest price I've ever seen the starter kit. So you pay $64.35. Without the starter kit, you have to pay all this, $124.50, plus shipping is 11%, $13.70. This will be your total, $138, and you'd save $73.85 just on this sample. I have another sample, but we're not going to muddy the waters with the second sample. We'll talk about that other special later. So I just wanted to show you that, and I came up with those prices, but there's more you get in your starter kit. You also get a free pass paper pumpkin kit, business supplies, all for $64.35 and free shipping. And you get a free membership, or not membership, free event called the Virtual On Stage event coming up in November, free virtual event. All right, so what would you like to make? Keep in mind, the last time you voted on Mr. Rhino, and I'll show you this card a little bit better. Is this one really, here, Janet, is this one really $19? Festive and Fun stamp set. Because if not, that would make this difference. Because I know the paper trimmer used to be 25, it went up to 26. So is 162078 $19 still. Anywho, which critter would you like? Would you like a giraffe, rhino, moose, or a what would this be? A beaver? Which critter do you want? And that's how we'll design our card. And then after you pick your critter, you pick your sentiment. And I'll just design the card. It's a mystery card. We don't know what we're gonna make yet until you pick. So we'll just do, let's just see. I see Janet's here, Phil, and Linda. So you guys get to vote. The first one's here, get to vote. All right. We have one vote for giraffe. Another vote for giraffe. Okay, Tassie's here, she votes for giraffe. Awesome. So in that case, I'm gonna use a bigger stamping block than this one, right? So hello from Arizona, Tassie. We're not gonna use the stamping block D, we're gonna use a stamping block, whatever this one is, just because I need it bigger for the giraffe. So stamping block E. All right, I'm gonna move this off to the side. And you got to hopefully take a picture of that. I'm not even gonna use the silicone mat. Hopefully my table is flat enough here. Because I'm trying to use just the supplies, except for I'll use a couple extra blends or markers. All right, looks like I got Brenda voting for giraffe. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp the giraffe onto our paper, onto our basic white cardstock. Let me move all this. So the other thing that you're going to get in your kit, I wrote down here, is Regal's cardstock, a whole pack of those. Now, Regal's cardstock, I don't have a pack of Regal's cardstock to show you, but I recently got a neutrals pack of cardstock. So it's this thick is how big your cardstock is. So you get 20 sheets in there. Now I need to know, out of these colors, and I'm going to show you the colors, what 2 colors we're going to use to make our card with. We need a layer color and we need a background color. So here are the colors listed of the Regals. And while I'm stamping the giraffe, you pick here. You see what I'm saying? This was a cardstock share I did. So I'm going to fan these out. Right, like so. And then I'm going to give you the names of them. Keep in mind, we're going to do Christmassy. Well, that's not the names. We're trying to do a Christmassy type card, but I'm still going to let you pick the 2 colors because I want this to be a mystery to me and to you. Like, I don't know what we're making. So that's what's the fun of it. And I'm going to go and stamp the giraffe over there. So there are the color names. While I'm stamping Mr. Giraffe over here. And the color you pick is going to be like what I end up highlighting it with a little bit. Oh, you just got those today? That's cool. Linda just got hers today. Okay, so here are the colors. Here are the names. I don't have that much room here. I need to stamp my giraffe once more. Okay, so you guys like yellow and blackberry. So yellow meaning we're going to use a, okay, I already got, okay, cherry cobbler. I got a cherry cobbler. I got a blackberry. I got a yellow. Okay, so cool. Awesome. We'll just go, we got a crushed curry. We got 2 votes for blackberry. So even though it's a Christmassy card, that's okay. We'll still use, I think I still need, I'll end up doing one more layer because I like that idea. These are going to look nice together, but I'm going to grab one of these as well. Only because we want to make it at least a little bit Christmassy, right? All right, so now let's make the background crushed curry. It's a tall draft, so I'm going to go ahead and make a vertical card. Okay? And you guys want cherry cobbler? Okay, too many votes for cherry cobbler. That's cool. We'll do cherry cobbler. Let's see. We'll use that as one of our cherry cobbler. Here. We'll use blackberry bisque, cherry cobbler. Ooh, that's going to be neat. And then we'll still use our real red for coloring, but we'll do some accents. I like it. Okay, so let me show you the first thing you're going to do. We want a vertical card. We want this to be like folding down vertical. So we're going to have to score it at this mark. So we're going to take it and score it at 5.5. Be sure to get your little blade out of the way, right? You're putting the blade out of the way. That's up there. I got it out of the way, and I'm just going to score at 5.5, like so, because I'm making a vertical card. Okay, now there you go. We got the score mark. I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do 4.25. That way we can have 2 drafts. And now I use the trimmer, the blade. All right, so now I'm going to fold this. It's crushed curry. So I'm glad you picked. So we're just going to use a few other colors because we have to like bring in the different Christmassy accents. So we have to use a couple other colors. Got that little bit on there. I have to fold it this way because got a little bit of ink on that one. This is going to be fun. Maybe we'll even do one that's a little bit, we can even take an old olive. We can take these two and just see how they come out. So, okay, background first. I'm going to take this Blackberry Bliss and make it the background. So we'll do 5.25, right, by 4. We'll do a couple of those, and those will be the same, and we'll just go ahead and see how those come out. I haven't ever used this on a Christmas card, so this is going to be an interesting color combination. All right, we're going to take, so you have your trimmer, right? You have your crushed curry. This is all part of your starter kit, if you do get a starter kit. If not, just craft along with whatever craft supplies you have. We use our Seal Plus, which came in your starter kit, according to my little sample. I'm going to lay this one here. So we have Blackberry Bliss and crushed curry. Now we're going to take the next 2 and we'll just do 2 at once. You guys like the cherry cobbler. We won't do the real red. And I'm going to go ahead and do the old olive only because we have 2 of them. And now we're going to make this we'll make this a 1/4 inch smaller. Let's see, 3. If it was 5.25, now we need it to be 5, right? And instead of 4, we need it to be 3.3 3/4. 3 3/4. Now, normally, if I was going to put a background for cardstock, I would actually take, what I would normally do is take okay, that one's your cherry cobbler, and this one's your old olive. Oh, I like them both. I would die cut out these pieces, what I was trying to say. I would die cut out the middle to not waste a lot of cardstock. I would die cut out before I would, and sometime I'll do a video about how to save paper. Okay, I think might be fun is I could take, only because we're going to be coloring with these colors, and I also have, crushed curry doesn't have blend, so we'll use the Daffodil Delight, and then we can take like a blender pen and do the little spots in crushed curry with the ink. That's what we'll do. When you have a blender pen, you can color in any color. So I will use a combination of Daffodil Delight and color the spots in that. Now I'm thinking, let's take these little pieces, right? And we'll put something across the middle, like with the opposite, just so we need a little Christmas stuff, a little Christmas vibe going on. So let's do 1-inch strips here, and we'll just put them on the opposite ends. I'm making this up as I go along, so we're going to put these over here and these over here, just because I'm trying to go for the little bit of a Christmas vibe. Even though the tree is going to be, the Christmas tree will be old olive, so it should match anyway, but the reason these match up so well is because I cut both pieces of cardstock at the same exact time. And these would also look really nice embossed. These extra little layers would be cool if they're embossed. This is like one of my go-to patterns for card making with the extra, but I usually use the DSP, Designer Series paper, but this time we're just using cardstock. Okay. Now, he's such a good shape. Like, he's such a cool shape, I can probably just cut him out like a square. I don't really need to do a whole little... let me just go ahead and see what size to make him. All right, let's see. Let me lop this part off and then get some... I'm just going to see how big to make him. Let's see. Give him a little breathing room in case I want to use the sentiment. So no, we'll put the sentiment on something else. We could put the sentiment in another part. I'm not gonna do the whole, because I want you to, use the supplies that you have. So I'm trimming it up close. All right, now we'll color him. Let's see what size he was. He's about 2 by 4. Okay, let's do another one. Sometimes card making doesn't have to be so complicated. We just use, squares. I'm used to using like dies and stuff like that. I know, I wouldn't have thought of these colors either. And I can't wait to see how they come out for Christmas. But what we need, though, Janet, if we're going to use these colors, we have to tie them in. So we already have a way to tie in. We already have, like, the real red will match the... Oops, I should have flipped that over. The real red is gonna be cool for the... And the cherry cobbler, I can pull that out and use a little bit of cherry cobbler. But... the Blackberry Bliss. Yeah, okay, I got it to fit now. So now we have 2 drafts. Like so, and we can do something with, we have to do something with the sentiment. And I already have little pieces, so if you guys pick, depends on what you pick. So we have a Happy Christmas Wishes, or, let me find the stamp set. See what our choices are. So what do you want it to say? We could put like, we could squeeze this one in if we need to, or we could do Happy Christmas Wishes, or we could do a little something. So you could put Happy Christmas, or just put the word season if you like that one, or a little something. But I can also put something on the inside. I'll go ahead and cut some white for the inside. So we need that to be 4 or 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 4. The bin in the tree can be blackberry. Can we grab the blackberry? Okay, we'll grab Blackberry Bliss. I'm just looking for what sentiment you want, and I just have some basic white there. Happy Christmas Wishes, Happy Christmas Wishes. Okay, so we got Christmas Wishes. So now, with that said, I have these little strips already cut. Like these are already little pieces of white, so I think I might just be able to fit it right on there with the black. Okay, and that would be your Stamping Block D that we said could be part of your starter kit. So those of you that missed it, there's a starter kit special, and I just said you can get all this stuff and craft with it, and it's just really fun. I'm not even using a silicone mat because this paper, it's flat. It's helping keep my table flat. I wouldn't stamp so because of this little placemat, it keeps this table flat. Now I can ink around it a little bit with blending brushes. Okay, I think it needs a little angle. So we will trim it at an angle, and I'll teach you one more trick about trimming at an angle. So you trim at an angle, right? And then if you want the same angle over here, you can, wait, let me think of how to do this one. Same angle. All right, so we got this angle. As you flip it around. It was a cool trick, but when I figured it. Okay, it's not going at the same angle. Okay, never mind. There was a trick, but I can't remember it now. So we're just going to do that. And hopefully it's the same angle, but it's not like that. There was a little trick where I used the other half of the one side. Sometimes I can't remember my own tricks I use all the time. Okay, like that. All right, so far so good. So we said, okay, you said blackberry for the bin. Okay, good. We'll use it for the bin. So let's take the handle. We're not going to probably do both colors, so let's use this guy. All right. We're going to use Blackberry Bliss for the handle. And for the whole bin, but I'm going to use the light color for the bin. Whenever you use Stampin' Blends, you always do the darker one first. Okay. So that's good. I mean, good enough. We're just going to try the light one now. And I can also use Blackberry Bliss inside some of the ornaments. I like the lighter Blackberry Bliss better. Of course, you pick the draft with the most coloring, but you're going to get to see. We're going to do this in our card club too, with lots of coloring, and it'll be totally different because we're using designer series paper we have to coordinate with, so the colors will be different, and I'm glad to have a lot of samples. Okay, what else? I could do a stripe over here. I'm just trying to tie this in. Can't do anything on his head. Here, maybe this little guy. These 3 dots. Here, this little guy. Okay, that's good enough. We've tied in that color, Blackberry Bliss. Now we get the real red. We'll coordinate with the cherry cobbler, so it doesn't really matter if I use this or cherry cobbler. I have cherry cobbler, but we can use it. All right, let's see. I'm just doing the little holly berries and trying to find what else I can make red. Here, this little bow. Okay, so we got our little red tied in there. And of course, this little hat. These areas are too small for me to use dark and light, so I'm just doing. Okay, now we're going to take this, since the tree is so big, we can use the dark old olive. I love Stampin' Blends, and I highly recommend that you get them as part of your starter kit or any collection. Just start collecting them because they're such a dream to work with, and they coordinate with all of our stuff. The pic is blurry. Okay. Lynn, the picture's blurry. Okay. I'm just going to zoom in and see if it's still blurry. I'm zooming in. I'm bringing this. It could be my bandwidth, but is that better, Lynn? I've zoomed in to change the focus because sometimes it focuses on the wrong thing. And now it should be just focused on the coloring. And I'm accidentally spitting on my craft. Okay, and we're putting old olive, we're tying it in here down with the leaves. And let's see, can we tie it in with this ornament? We're going to make most of the ornaments with the other colors, but okay, we've tied in that color. Now we're going to take the light old olive, and we're going to use the light old olive for the rest of it. It's much easier coloring the second layer. It's just got to be careful when you're doing the dark layer. It's squeaking a little. And as it dries, the colors blend together better. Okay. We'll just get a little crumb cake. Crumb cake for the stem. All right, and then here we'll just do, while I get the crumb cake out, we'll just do the little giraffe. We'll just do his little tail, little hands, the other hands hidden, or the hooves. All right, good. So now we're gonna do Daffodil Delight only because they don't make crushed curry in the blends. Not that I know of. I mean, I even looked for them. I thought I had every color, but not every color is made in the blends because if we already have a color of blend that's so similar to it. So I'm just going to do like half dark Daffodil Delight. Then I'm going to do the other half light Daffodil Delight. Then I'm going to take the crushed curry and we'll color in the dots with my little blender pen. Okay, good enough, good enough. It's stuck on my hand. Okay, we're going to take the light Daffodil Delight. It's okay if you get into the crushed curry is darker than this, so you can, if you get a little bit into the circles, it's okay, the dots, because the crushed curry will cover up the dots. Ooh, cute, cute, cute. I'm loving Mr. Giraffe. Okay, now I can use the same color for a couple other things. We'll just do a little bit of, I'll do a little bit of Pool Party in some of these. I'll put Pool Party over here. We'll put this color over here a couple places. And then we can use Pool Party just for, where we'll make a little blue star. Pool Party is one of those colors you just have to have in your blends. I'm going to do the little buck down here. Because you can use it for snow, snowmen, snowflakes. I mean, it's the color I would say I use the most of. I'm even going to color that one in to make it sort of greenish. All right, here, we'll even use it there. All right, all we're left to do is the spots. So for this, we're going to use a blender pen. This is something that's not part of that sample starter kit. And what you do for the blender pen is you just take any ink pad you want to color with. If you don't have a Stampin' blend for it, and you just dip into your ink and color with it. It has this like magical formula liquid inside. I mean, you can get whatever you want in your starter kit. Don't get me wrong. If you're already like, I have a trimmer, then get yourself a set of blender pens. They're pretty cool. Get yourself some more markers. Yeah, and you got to color images. If you're thinking, I'm going to skip and not color images, no, you got to color images because, like, let's look at the before and after. I mean, there's no comparison. You need to color your stuff. It's so much fun. All right. So you can't, it's still blurry, Lynn, she's saying, okay. All right, it's clear for Tassie. Okay, and Janet. Okay, so, and Lynn is, okay, so Karen, I mean, not Karen, Kathy. All right, so some of you it's blurry, some it's not. All right, we're going to do, let's use that one. I just like that one better for now. I mean, I'm still, okay, we're going to do this one. And we would put we put a little ribbon behind it. That, you know, whatever you get in your starter kit. I'm thinking a little wink of Stella would be cute, you know, to put a little glitter on your card. A little bling. Hey, that fit right in there in that section pretty well. I didn't even plan for it to fit that well in that section. And then this, let's make sure it's still opening the right way. We'll then stamp the inside. Now, when you use the blends, they do have a little bleed through. But the basic white has good ink absorption. So the only thing I'm thinking is that the hat could be cherry cobbler. There is a difference between that real red and cherry cobbler. So I'm just going to make the hat darker. So I'm going to use the light cherry cobbler just to make it a smidge darker instead of real red. And the little ornaments, you know, they shouldn't matter. I'm trying to think it just, oh, there's one spot missing from the draft, Mr. Draft. I went to clean your blending. After we just put that little, there's a spot missing. All right, now then you go like this to clean off. Well, actually, or you could just, before you clean it off, you can just, you know, like color the other one. See, I use a combination of blends and markers and watercolor pencils and whatever I have, because I think that's the way to do it. I mean, just color with whatever you have, and as long as things match up. I'm just coloring the dots, and then I can clean this off. So I'm cleaning it off by actually using it. So I've colored on the dots, crushed curry. And then when you're all done using it up, and you can even do like some stripes, right? Whatever you want to do. See, I'm still using it. There's still ink on it. There you go. Little stripe down there, little guy. This one, there's still ink on here, but at the end, you get rid of the ink by just rubbing it onto your mat. So that's called a blender pen. And I like to clean off the one color before I use it with another color. So that's how to do it. And don't worry that the blender pen stains a little. So anyway, let's put this guy, and we will put the inside sentiment on here. Put this over here. I'm just getting rid of the little bit of adhesive that got over the edge. May your season be one that's festive and fun. May your season be one that's festive and fun. We can put that on the inside. Again, with the stamping block D, put it flat side up. Still using our Memento black. And always test it before you put it on. Your cardstock. Awesome. Cover that up. So you don't need die cutting machine. You don't need punches. You don't need ribbon, rhinestones, glitter glue. All those things are great for card making, but this is just like sometimes in business they say, what's your minimum viable option? Okay, this is it. This is you can just do so much more to it, but you have a card. You're done. You have your card. And you have another card ready to go that you can add this one to and this one to. And you just make a bunch of cards at once just with cardstock. I would call this simple stamping. So simple stamping. You got cardstock, and that's it. And ink and your marker. So here you go. So we made a cute little card. And I'll show you the other card that I made during a live when you guys picked the rhino. And then we did a lot with we just added things to it like the ribbon. And we added some of the new specialty paper. And this was an embossing folder. And then we embossed and we added blending brushes. And we inked up the edges. And I cut around the whole outside. But this was all colored with blends. And I cut around the outside. So this is just one step up from this kind of card. But it's the same stamp set. And this was real red background. So you could see, and that's the Regals too. They're both adorable. It doesn't matter if you cut out the whole draft or you can cut it out with your scissors or with your scan and cut, right? It doesn't matter if you cut it out or not. It's still really cute, I think. So that was sample one. Okay, this was, and I already got ink all over it. So all of those items that we just used, paper trimmer, festive and fun stamp set, Memento black ink, real red blends, Old Olive blends, pool party blends, Regals cardstock. 20 sheets come in here, including those colors we used. Basic white cardstock, seal plus adhesive, clear block D, and frayed ribbon. All of that is for this price here. So this is it. That's all you pay. $64.35 and free shipping. And then there's another starter kit special. Hi, Jean. We're just crafting for fun. We just made these. We just made this with this Festive and Fun. And we made this. And I started making, like, here's one. I'm not sure what kind of background. I've already done the draft on this other one. You can cut it out. Our card club is all they're getting these scallops to stamp the draft in. But I just haven't decided which designer series paper I'm putting this on yet. So I didn't want to color, like, for example, if I'm using one kind of designer series paper, I might color this with, like, Granny Apple Green. Another kind of paper, I'm going to color it with Garden Green or Old Olive, you see? So I'm not coloring the tree yet, but the draft is going to stay the color he is. I'm not even coloring his spot yet. So, like, you could do so much more with the die cuts and everything. So that's for our club. And, I mean, I'm not really done the cards for the club yet, but I can show you. This one I'm putting on the Poppy, on the Merry and Bright. You're going to get this extra piece for the club. This one I'm putting on, yeah. Anyway, I'm not positive which one I'm putting with what yet, but these are our cards for the card club. Okay, so anyway, and you get Merry and Bright paper, and you get the other Joy of Christmas. So where was I? Let me get back to the starter kit. So because I wanted to just show you, I really want to show you that crafting can be easy, and you just need some basic supplies. And like if you have these kind of supplies, you have everything you need to make really cute cards. Okay? Yes, if you get a die cutting machine, you can make cards with these kind of dies and these kind of dies. And you can see I put glitter on there. I mean, you could do so much more, but you have to start somewhere. We all started somewhere, and we started with a darn trimmer, and that's it. Not even a trimmer. We started in kindergarten with a pair of scissors, right? And that was it. Or rip the paper. And then we got a trimmer. And then we get giant Carl cutters. I mean, we just keep upgrading and getting into better things. All right, so speaking of better things, I'm going to show you another option for the starter kit. So if you want to get a starter kit that has a lot more in it than just this, I haven't played with this yet, but I'm going to show you what we're using. I'm going to use this one for our November workshop series. It's called Crafting With You Dies. So if you have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and you want to get this bundle, it's a $99 starter kit instead of that starter kit. Everything remains the same. You still get all this Regals, whatever, you know what I mean. All this Regals cardstock, 20 sheets. You still get the pack of this. Now I've already lost the paper. Here's the paper. Okay, everything except that I made this one. It's a $99 starter kit. And you get everything for $99, but you get $168 worth of items because I did have to take away the pool party blends just to add up to the right amount. Let's make sure. Let me go back up, way up, and see if she looked up that Festive and Fun set for me. So make sure my spreadsheet is right. All right, so. Oh, wow, lots of you guys are here. Hi, Linda. Oh, Linda wanted the moose. Sorry, Linda. You got outvoted by the draft and the colors. Okay, Brenda voted. Kathy voted. I know, right? The colors do look good together. I'm surprised, too. Yeah, so she's saying cut out the words in different colors. Yeah, Kathy, you can cut out the words in different colors, but I'm trying to show just the one color of ink, like, because this was the starter kit. But, of course, that's a great idea. She's saying cut these out, stamp these in different colors, and then cut them out and be like, Happy Christmas wishes. So we could do that, but I just didn't want to take out all the other different colors of ink. All right, cool. So what I did is I took out these pool party blends, okay? And so you would still have, your real red blends, your old olive blends, or any two sets of blends you want. Regal's cardstock, basic white, Seal Plus, blah, blah, blah. Still get the ribbon, but then this $54 bundle can be added. And instead of this first starter kit that I showed you earlier, this one is a $99 starter kit option. So where do these numbers come from? Because it's our 35th anniversary. The starter kits are always $99. They were, but this time they're 35% off. So this option here is 35. I'm just trying to explain where these numbers come from. The reason you're only paying this is 35% off of the price of $99. And then this one is 35% more. So it's still $99, but you're getting 35% more. So this one is 35% less the price. This one, less money, I should say. So this item here. So you're getting a $99 starter kit with $125 worth of stuff in it. Anything you want, but you're getting you're paying 35% less money. This one is 35% more product. Okay, so here are 2 sample starter kits. This starter kit is the same as this kit, except I put everything the same. You know, minus, don't put the pool party blends in there. Everything else is the same, but you get the Crafting With You bundle, and you only pay $99. So if you're thinking of doing my workshop series in November, next month, then you want to get this bundle anyway, like, why not join Stampin' Up and get this? Okay, it's Festive and Fun is 26. Okay, so I'm going to have to rework the numbers. Thank you. That's what I was asking. Thank you guys for looking that up for me. So I have to rework the numbers. Like, we'll get rid of the frayed ribbon, and I might have to put a different clear block there. But I did the math a little bit screwy, but it's okay. I'm glad I didn't put it in the comments of my YouTube video because people would have just started picking on me. Anyway, I can handle it though. I got thick skin from having a YouTube channel. 35% more product. So you're getting, for this one, you're getting for $99, instead of getting, so the normal price is $99 and you get $125 worth of product, and you pay $99 and you get free shipping. So this starter kit is only $64.35. Of course, I got to do my math. I got to make this add up to no more than $125. Either way, this price is fixed. This is not going to change. The starter kit is 100% $64.35. Like, that part's not going to change, but what you put in it might change, okay? This one's not going to be more than $99, but you're going to get you're going to get as much as it cost you, up to 35% more. You get 35% more on the 125. So I'll rework the math a little before I post it in the description, but I'm still going to keep, no matter what, paper trimmer, Festive and Fun, Memento black ink. I'll keep all this, but I might mess with this. I might mess with the clear block, the adhesive down here. If I mess with something, it'll be down here, because we want it to add up to 125. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I mean, I know I've done a couple videos about it, and I'll probably make other sample starter kits. So if you have any suggestions on what to make starter kits out of, you know, I'm not going to do any more autumn leaves because I'm all autumn leaved out. You know, we just finished that series with the autumn leaves yesterday. So it would have to be something I haven't already done, and I'll do a starter kit, and then we can like play around and make some samples and see how much we come up with and what we can fit in it. So, I mean, I don't mind trying it. The specials are both amazing, like Kathy said, because I've never seen the price go beneath $99. And I have seen in the past, they've done things like you get a little trimmer with it. You get some extra ink and this and that. But I've never seen them give 35% more product. And I've never seen them take any money off of that. So okay, Kathy's saying her friend who's joining is going to fill her kits with kits. Okay, that's a good idea. I am ordering kits tonight, so that would be a good starter kit sample video. So thank you, Kathy, for the suggestion, because I'm ordering the Countdown to Christmas kit, and I could use that as a sample for that. All right, well, cool. I'm excited to finish making my kits. Speaking of kits, I'm working on the Berry Christmas right now. I happen to have this paper because I knew I was having a bingo event. I've already done, I shouldn't say me, but my mom's already wrapped all these little ribbons around for you. We've already done die cutting, labor of love, even embossed some of the little bears. We've already done the embellishments. Mom did this part. She couldn't really see because everything was white and she can't see very well, and there's like hair stuck in here. But anyway, we got all these little things done. These are your adhesives that come with it. You're getting some of this paper. So if you haven't signed up for this kit yet, I'm mailing them out soon and cutting it off. Like, as soon as I run out of berry Christmas paper, I'm cutting it off. Because I already got enough paper for my bingo. And I have just a couple extra kits. And the only reason I have extra of this paper is because some of my team already had it. And said, oh, you don't have to order more. You can replace mine with some fall paper or something. But I digress. If you want to sign up for any of my card clubs, workshop series, anything, you just look at the offerings in the description. If you want to join my team for as little as $64.35, that's in the link called Join Team. If you just want to shop with me because you saw some cool products that you like tonight, please be my customer. And sorry, it's not $19, it's $26, but that's because it does cost more to make real rubber stamps than photopolymer stamps. I actually went to the factory and I got to see like the process involved in this and the big ovens they use and how they have to make these in the molds. It's a really cool process. That's all for now. This is the Paper Chef. I hope you enjoyed our little spontaneous crafting session. I'm off to make my kits, and I'll probably be sharing how I do that as well. Some behind the scenes. Late night behind the scenes. See you guys later. Thank you, guys. Have a great night.